Hello, I'm Blessed Ola Saint. Nice to welcome you on the program Tech Talk and Business. On Tech Talk and Business, we talk about tech information, discoveries, tech tools, tech platforms, and businesses. So, what we do in the Empower Africa project as part of the vision of building poverty-free continent is by bringing information closer to you on knowing what is available and what you can do with it. Today, I'm taking on the topic about the Nigeria Startup Act. Why are we talking about this? We've done a program around the benefits or understanding the Nigeria Startup Act and the benefit. But today, because going around some of the states, I discovered that the concept, the understanding of the Nigeria Startup Act well, at the federal level is still different from what the states have, and the adoption as well, and even some of the people. So I want to take time to just explain because I've been to some meetings that I discovered the meetings about the Nigerian Startup Act, but they don't actually they don't have the understanding of what it is. So I need to take us through this. So this is the website of Nigerian Startup Act. You can see Nigerian Startup Act. This is the website, and I will take us through the journey, and I will help us to understand what the Startup Act is for, and importantly, how the states will benefit, have the maximum benefit of the Startup Act. Because right now, I perceive many of our states, many of the Nigerian states don't understand the Startup Act and the benefit and what they should even do by now. So I want to talk about it, and I will start by letting us know that Nigerian Startup Act is not for NMSMEs direct, because that's another thing I've seen going around. It's not for NMSMEs direct. It's about the tech startups. We need to understand it, and I'm going to be explaining this to us. It's about the tech startup in digital transformation journey. There are two parts. There are two parts in digital transformation journey, and there are four categories. The first three categories, they are on one part, and the second category, they're on the second part. The first category of digital transformation journey is tech innovation. Tech innovation is the first part, and the second part is the adoption, the digital adoption. So when you look at the tech innovation, that is where you have the tech startups, that's when you have the incubators, and that is where you have the accelerators. And that's the part. And then the other part are the disruptees, because these are the disruptors. The other part is where you have the digitalization, where you bring that's where the MSMEs will come in and other businesses. So we need to understand that there are two parts, and the one is about tech innovation and the other one is about adoption. So if we don't understand this, there's possibility of missing it up. So under the Ministry of Communication and the digital economy umbrellas the two parts. The first part, and which is being governed by NITDA, it's NITDA that actually coordinate the implementation of the digital economy in Nigeria. And so the first leg of this, which is the part, is the Nigerian Startup Act. And so NITDA has project around that. And then the digitalization, the digital entrepreneurship, for female entrepreneurship, made every form of the digitalization. That's another aspect, and they have two different ways of approach. So the Nigerian Startup Act is focusing on the tech startups, the accelerate the tech startups, the incubators, and the accelerators. We need to understand that. And now, the Nigerian Startup Act project is a joint initiative by Nigerian tech startups, ecosystems, and the Presidency to enhance the potential of our digital economy through co-created regulations. The act is aimed at ensuring that Nigerians' laws and regulations are clear, planned, and work for the tech ecosystem. This, we believe, will contribute to the creation of enabling environment for the growth of the ecosystem, as well as the attraction and protection of investment in tech startups. So you can see that the act is basically for tech startups. It's around tech. tech innovation. And the act was signed into law by His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari on the 19th of October 2022. Over 30 leaders in the Nigerian tech ecosystem contributed to the drafting between June and September 2021. Let me show us let's see the process of drafting, because there are so many questions around, has it been passed, and too many things. We just need to know. Look at the timeline of this act. The first draft was produced June 2021. Then the second one, the first draft was validated in July 2021. As we can see, they had a town hall meeting around it in August 2021, and then the final draft produced September 2021, and the bill was submitted back as the president would then submit a bill to the National Assembly. That was October 2021. Then the Assembly floor, December 2021, the bill was sent to the National Assembly. Then there was a public hearing, June 2022. That's the National Assembly passed the Nigerian Startup Bill. And the bill becomes act. That's October 2022. The Nigerian Startup Bill received presidential assent to become the Nigerian Startup Act. That has been the movement, the journey of the act. And then you can see that this act is a project. We can see, I will show us the partners that make this happen. You can see these are the Presidential Advisory Strategic Group members as regards to this act. And you can see these are tech guys. They are tech and government representatives. You don't have the MSMEs here. So that's why I said the Nigerian Startup Act is not primarily for MSME. The MSME is on the other side of digitalization. This phase is for the startup, the innovation, the tech innovators. And then you can see the partner, the federal government, Federal Ministry of Education, Communication and Digital Economy, the Nigerian Communication Commission, Nigeria Economic Summit Group, and NITDA. So at least that gives us the understanding. And then you can see the ecosystem partners. These are tech companies. These are tech companies in Nigeria. And now coming back to the states, how should states tap into this? Now, this is not the time of sensitization. It's not the time of sensitization towards digitalization. The first phase is to look at how do we have our youth. Because the thing is that if you don't have a digital product, because when you talk about the tech startup has to do with people with digital products, digital solution, innovation, digital tech innovation. So the first thing for any state to partake of this, if there's any grant, any fund, any support coming now, or if any state want to benefit from the Nigerian Startup Act, what they should do now is not sensitization. If your state is doing sensitization, they are only creating business for those who embrace Nigerian Startup Act. So we will get to the digitalization, we get to sensitization, but the first thing to do now is to sensitize our youth to learn the tech, to learn the tech certificate programs, to learn data analysis, project management, to learn software engineering, to learn things that have to do with becoming a coding, programming, things that have to do with becoming a startup, a tech startup, should be the focus of the state. And this will help you to take your student, your youth out of the street. This is not talking to an established business to switch to startup. We don't have that time. You need to talk to the youth. We need to talk to our institutions within the state to see how we can adopt this Nigerian Startup Act. With that, it gives us job opportunities, because what it means that thousands of our youth from different states can be able to log on to this opportunity. So the state should begin to see rightfully. The state should begin to see in the right way. So what we need now is to have the states to adopt this, is to have many institutions, have our youth sensitized to take up courses that have to do with tech, and then encourage hubs. We need to have hubs in different states, and the state should begin to give vouchers for youth to go to hubs, to participate in the hubs. States should begin to see how they can support hubs to be established. States should begin to see how youth can be part of the scholarship programs. There are so many scholarship programs around the tech studies. So states should begin to create hub, a work center, a training center, a platform, like a space, somewhere that youth can go to, hubs that they can go to and participate and be able to have the international certificate. They can have certificate of different programs. So that should be the target, and states should begin to see how they can explain the act down for the youth to come together in team, in group, to become founders, to become co-founders of product, of tech products. This is the first way, and because any grant or support that is coming for tech now is coming towards that direction, is coming towards tech innovation. It's not about the digitalization. We will get to that, but for the first phase is about having people who are going to enjoy this. So it's about having jobs, it's about youth to be part of it. So states should create should support hubs, they support the young guys that are going. They should encourage their institutions to have hubs, tech hubs in all their institutions, encourage people to open tech hubs, and state support, and state should issue vouchers to youth to go to tech hubs and participate. And I mean, because the reason for tech hub is that those are the incubators. That's where they'll be able to build around that startup, that product. So that's that's what is expected. So the second phase we now will come to digital literacy, digital adoption campaign. Yes, so why we do that, then we begin to talk about digital adoption campaign, digital transformation conferences. States should begin to do sensitization, but you cannot be doing sensitization that your people should adopt digital when you don't have digital product in your state, when your state is not having digital product. So let's first embrace the Nigerian Startup Act by encouraging our youth. Nigerian Startup Act can give millions of our youth job, and the job is going to be within and outside the country. It's global. So let's first focus on that. So while we do that, then we can now be encouraging, we can be having trainings for MSMEs around digital entrepreneurship, business digitalization, and what have you. I need us to understand it. So please, what I want us to do is have this video, you watch this video, share with all the ministries, people in different states, people in government. Let it go viral. Let our governors know what should be their part. Let the directors of innovation, directors of commerce, wherever all the directors, all the commissioners, let them know what is expected of them, what is expected of states as regard to Nigerian Startup Act. As regard to this, the act, this is how state should be part of it. If any state is starting with sensitization, they are starting in the wrong path. They are instead of being part of the benefit of raising job creators, they are simply making their people consumers. We will have consumers everywhere, but let's have among the creators, because grants will be coming, different funds will be coming, support will be coming. If you don't have innovators in your state, you won't have access to it. You will not be able to benefit from Nigerian Startup Act if you don't have tech innovators in your state. That's the truth. So we need to see how we can, from all our institutions, from all in the states, raise tech innovators. That should be our target now. We need startups. That should be our primary target now. So on Tech Talk and Business, we always let you know what you should do, how we can benefit from tech. It's all about digitalization. And why the vision? Because in the Empower Africa region, we know that if we can help people for digitalization, we actually solve at least 75% of the issue of poverty in Africa. So let's share this video with others. Let's explain this about Nigerian Startup Act, and let's know that we have opportunities, but we have to get it right. The second phase of it A business person that is a company that is well established can decide to become an incubator, can decide to, as a way of scaling, can open an hub, can talk to ISN hub. When you talk to ISN, they can tell you how to open, how to set up your hub. A company with large, you have enough money, you can become an accelerator, and this is available. The provision is there in the Nigeria Startup Act. So it's all about asking the right question from the right people. So thank you for your time. Please, let's share this video. Subscribe to EA Project TV to know more of what we are doing. Time to time, we have series of trainings. We have information around tech, around entrepreneurship coming out. And I assure you, this is what we do. And we believe that we will all grow and develop together. Thank you.